Hello everyone, welcome to Craft Around the Clock. This is my segment of Craft Around the Clock. My name is Linda and I'm with Circle Heart Creations. We are going to do a cute little craft tonight. Well, it's not really little, it's on this board here. So y'all come on in. I have a canvas here that I'm going to be using tonight. So come on in, say hello. Say hello, let me know that I can read comments. How is everyone tonight? All right, y'all. So, yeah, it's going to be a kind of a big project. So, I have this canvas that I've had for a while. Didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I've been wanting to do, so we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. I'm going to create a prayer board. So, with a prayer board, it's kind of like junk journaling, only it's on a board. So, I don't know, we're just going to have fun with it. We'll see what we can come up with. So, y'all come on in, say hello. Sorry about my camera. It's going to be jiggling all over the place. But, yeah, I'm going to have to move back and forth so that y'all can see. But I will bring this up so y'all can see, what I'm doing. So, oh, you know what, y'all? I can't read any comments at all. Oh, goodness gracious. Can someone say something so that maybe everyone's being quiet. I don't know. But anyway, so we're going to do we're going to create a prayer board. I did get this from Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance, maybe about a year or so ago. And so I just pulled it out and thought, let's create a board, a prayer board. So right here, I have already started it, and I did put a little rickrack, a little pink rickrack right across here. I kind of needed a guide for my word, pray. We're going to put pray here. And so these letters I got from, these letters I got from Hobby Lobby. So I did paint them a pink color, just a kind of a real light pink. So, and it just spells out pray. It doesn't say pray or anything, but pray, and that will work. So we're going to put it up here on the top. Yeah, I can't see comments, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and go with it, though. What I'll do is after the live, I will go back. So if you have any questions or you want to just talk, because maybe y'all can see in between, maybe y'all can see comments amongst each other, but I cannot see them right now. Yeah, go figure. Go figure. Okay, so up here, and I'm going to show y'all. I will be able to, I'm going to turn around so y'all can see what I'm doing. Because I know this board is long. I didn't know how to do it other than maybe in my kitchen. But I didn't have time to prepare all that. So I'm going to put these letters up here first. That's what we're going to start with. And I think I'm going to use, I'm going to use a little hot glue here. Let me see, maybe if I can do this. It's going to be a little awkward, but, so how are y'all? I know I can't see your comments, but how are y'all? Oh, y'all, this is not fun. Okay. So I did leave, these letters are pretty large. Now, you don't need to use large letters if you don't want to, but like I said, this prayer board, it's kind of like junk journaling. So you make it your own, you get your own colors. Like, y'all, I just got, all I did was I pulled a basket full of lace and rickrack and pearls and just all kinds of stuff. And I just kind of went with a colored theme. And so that's all we're going to do here. We're just going to play. Okay. So I'm going to lay these words. And I might have to, let's see here. Yeah, I used that little rickrack there as a guide for my letters. Make sure they were straight. I might have to do this and I'll turn it around. I will turn it around. Move it over just a tad. So how was y'all's weekend? I hope y'all had a great weekend. Yeah, I've been MIA. My husband, bless his heart, he's been in the hospital and trying to get his angina under control. It hasn't been, it's been pretty bad. But hopefully, they changed his medication. They added one. It's kind of like a nitro, kind of like in the nitro family. And so they added that. Seems to be helping. He gets a little headache, but Tylenol does the trick. So we're going to try to get that under control. And that's what his problem has been. Okay. So we're going to add this here. Like I said, I'll turn this around so y'all can see it. But I'm going to get these letters down first. And again, I got these from Hobby Lobby. And we're going to spell pray up here. It's just a little prayer board. I've been meaning to do this. I think I even mentioned it on a live that I wanted to do this. Just never got around to it. So, guess what? We're doing it tonight. We're going to do it tonight. Okay. And you can use, y'all, you can use whatever colors you want to use. I think that's good. I have quite a bit to do. Now, I mean, if we don't finish it, that's fine. Because with a prayer board, you can add just like you do junk journaling. You can add and add and add and never get finished. Okay, so I'm just adding a little hot glue and some. I just have this Fabri-Tac, y'all. Yeah, I can't see comments, so don't think I'm ignoring y'all. It's just it's strange when you can't see the comments. Okay. I think I've got this. All right. So this is what we have. And it's going to be backwards for y'all. I know. So, and then here, I just added, so I had this little, I think you can see there. I had this little piece here, y'all. So have y'all ever ordered something off of a website? Or actually, this was, I want to say Amazon a couple of years ago. So I need to start learning how to look at dimensions of things. Because, you know, when you order, you think they have a deceiving picture. And then you think it's bigger than what it really is. And have y'all ever done that? I do it all the time. So anyway, these, I thought they were like, I don't know, like kitchen knobs or something, but they weren't. And I got a whole slew of them. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these? So this worked out perfect on this one. All I did was I took this little piece and I added like a little flat tack to it, to the back of it, and made it like kind of like a push pin. And so I just added that there. And you'll see why I put that there at the end. Okay, so here we just do whatever. So right here I am going to, we're going to add some lace. Oh, I wish I could see comments. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'll be saying that all along. So those that pop on and you're over there trying to get my attention, I can't see you. All right, so I'm going to put this lace. I had this lace and I coffee stained it. So we're going to add this right here. And I don't know where I got this lace. I want to say maybe on the Whatnot. I'm sorry, but on Whatnot, I have been finding this lady. I found this lady and she, oh my gosh, she's got so much lace and I get it for hardly nothing. Okay, I think we're going to do this. We are going to, I want to say we're going to go around this. Okay, I'm sorry if you can't see. This is so awkward. I probably should have stood up. I probably should have stood up for this. Let me first cut it. Maybe that'll be easier. So again, this is just a prayer board for those that are jumping on. Make sure. I think we're going to wrap it around. We don't really need to, but I think maybe we will. And I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac, y'all. Fabri-Tac. Okay, again, I'm going to, this is going to be, I don't know which way to start. I'm right-handed. We'll go this way. Get it started over here, I think. We can do that. Okay. And again, I got this canvas from Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance. I bought it for hardly anything. I mean, they were trying to get rid of it, so I snatched it up, you know, the thrill of the bargain type thing that day, I think. But anyway, didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I knew I could do something. Okay. We'll just tack it on the end. Yeah, I probably should have done this on my kitchen table. At my kitchen table. Standing up. That's what I need to be doing. Stand up. Okay. Was anybody else not able to read comments? This is strange. Okay. So we have that. So we put a pretty lace on there. I think it's pretty straight. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is I got this little piece of canvas fabric. I did cut me a piece ahead of time, but I think what I'm going to do is we're going to stencil on it. So I took an essential stencil, and we're going to take some pink paint. So we're going to do some stenciling right here. So, like I said, you just make it your own, y'all. So many steps here, but it's fun. I've been meaning to do this for weeks now, and I'm like, okay, got to get it done. So, this is perfect. So, I'm just using this. Are y'all as blind as I am? I can't even see that. Cottage Rose. That is a folk art. It's real pretty pink. Now remember, you don't need a whole lot of paint on your brush. Not a whole lot of paint. Okay, so we're going to do Be Still and Know. I just love that. Let's see. We are going to I don't think my fabric's very straight either, so let's see. I think that will work. Okay, so we're just going to stencil just the wording. I don't need the leaves. Oops. Okay. Perfect. And that is our little, I don't know what you call it, sign. Our little sign. let's see, I don't think I'm going to need this, so we'll stick that over there. All right, let's give that a little dry. Yeah, I can't see comments. I am so sorry. But when I get off of here, I will read your comments, and I'll answer your questions if you have any questions. Keep up with my time. All right, so here, I thought about putting that right there. Now, I did fray the edges all the way around. It's not perfect, but we're gonna do this right here. Just tack that down there. I think that'll be, I think that's good. I think that's what we want to do. I've got a bunch of stuff over here, and we're just gonna go with it. We're just doing this together, actually. Okay. I think this is what I want to do. We'll see. And you can use bulletin board. I didn't have a bulletin board. You can use a large frame and make a board out of it to do a prayer board. You can use all kinds of stuff for your prayer board. I just happen to have this. So that's what we have there. And then I think we will, let's see, what do we need? How about some buttons? How about some buttons? I think I'm going to put some buttons here. So these buttons, again, Hobby Lobby. But on clearance, y'all. I don't buy anything that's not on clearance. So they had this big bag of pink buttons, just all different kinds of pink. And I just grabbed it. I think we're going to add these buttons on here. Because, I don't know, because why not? Okay. We're just going to have fun, y'all. We're just going to have fun. Still no comments. Still no comments. Okay. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, so our weather, I always talk about the weather because Texas is not consistent at all. So in the mornings, it's very, very cool. I wouldn't say, I don't know. A couple of mornings been really cold. And then during the day, it's hot. And then like right now, it's pretty cool. So you don't know how to dress. Okay, so we just added some buttons there. And, okay, let's see. I'm gonna put this aside for right now. Let's work on a, I want to do an envelope, because we're gonna stick an envelope there for our little, you know, like, I don't know, sometimes like the day will go by, I'm like, you know, I look out, I'm so grateful for what God's given me. I'm so grateful for everything. Grateful for you guys. I'm grateful I found this community. You know, just so many things. And I write them down. And so this, I'm going to have a place to put my little daily, I don't know, just my daily thank yous and grateful little notes. And I'm getting hot over here. It's hot and cold, hot and cold. Okay, so this little envelope, were, oh, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. These were, they were getting rid of them. Probably bought them under $1, but a whole stack of these. So I just got them for, you know, junk journaling. I'm going to start doing some of that. So anyway, I got this. And so I just tore this apart. I just unassembled it. And then, okay, so right here, we're just going to add some color inside so that when you open it, you'll have a little color. Now, this particular paper right here doesn't go all the way across, and that's okay with me. This is all I had at the time. So we are going to add this, and what did I do? Oh, we're gonna add it with this glue. I don't know if this will work or not. You know what? I think I've had this for forever. So we're just gonna add this on there. If this doesn't work, I have some other glue. Kind of like, I feel like I'm in elementary. But this is fun. This is a lot of fun. Okay. That's sticky enough. It might stay. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to put this right in there. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. I like the color better. Okay, let's see. Just gonna kind of smooth that out there. All right, and then these right here, we're gonna glue. I can use this. Yeah, we'll just use this. So we're just gonna kind of glue this back together. So this will be a little pocket type thing that I'll add my daily words and my daily prayer, whatever I want to add in there, or, you know, what I'm grateful for. All right. So that one, when you open it, you have a little color in there. You junk journal ladies, y'all know how to do. Y'all are awesome. Y'all know how to do all this. Okay, so I'm going to add, let's add, actually, we're going to do a little, I'm going to add a little rose over here. So I'm taking these transfers. You can use anything, y'all. You don't even have to put a transfer on here, but I'm doing it. These are essential stencils. Just a whole bunch of beautiful roses. So I'm going to take one of these. And let me tell you, I did some pre-cutting, y'all, because I knew this was going to take a while. Okay, so we're just going to add that right there to my envelope. Let's see, yeah, that's fine. I don't know how I cut that. Okay. And I have my little, I could use that, I guess. Just going to add a little rose here on the corner of this envelope. So what I'll be doing is layering and layering and layering. Why do I have that glare? That's like a glare. I don't know. I don't know. It's coming from somewhere. Okay, so. Alrighty. So we have a little rose in the corner. And then I think we're going to do, this is going to be pretty simple, but just to give you kind of an idea, I have pieces of lace over here. We're gonna add one here. Add one. Fabri-Tac actually is a pretty all-in-one type glue for this kind of project. I'll trim that edge here in a minute. I'm going to come in. Okay, so we have our little lace on there with our, what is, I don't know where that's coming from. Okay. And then we're going to do, what can we do? Let's do, oh, I know what. I have a, I have a word, but I can't find it. Okay, well, if I can't find it, then we will go to, oh no, here it is, I think. No. Oh, here it is. Buried under everything. Okay. Let me put that back. So, right here, we're going to put, I have this little laser cutout, and it says blessed. I did paint that pink. Actually, I was going to use that for something else, but I just saw it there and said, you know what, I'm putting it on here. Let's just use this and a little hot glue. I'll just dab here and here. Okay. And I'll just add that right there. No rhyme or reason for anything, just like when you're junk journaling, you just do you. You just be yourself. And okay. So now we have this little envelope with that. Now I think we're going to put a little bow up here. And again, y'all, those that are jumping on, I can't see comments. Cannot see comments. No, that one. I want a smaller bow. This is just a sari silk little bow. And I think I'm going to just add that just a real sweet little bow. Just add that right there. And then we'll put a button. How about a button? We'll put a button. A little button there. Oh, that's sweet. We'll just put a button. Little sweet button. Okay. Yeah, and you can add and add however much you want. That's up to you. But this is so much fun. Okay, let's see here. All right, so we have a cute little envelope that we put together that will go on our board. And let's bring our board back over here because I got to kind of measure something. So again, those that didn't see the board, this is a prayer board that we're making. And I got this from the Hobby Lobby a year or two ago. And I've got another little envelope. Now, what you can do, I could have done it this way too, but we're going to do it vertical. You can add little envelopes, just different little envelopes, and label them however you want. Daily prayer, what I'm grateful for today, just your favorite Bible verse. I think I'm going to put another layer, though, right here. Let me think about this. This is going to be for my cards. Yeah. Okay, so I have another little envelope we're going to put over here. So I want to make sure I have enough room. I think that will work. I think that will work. And then we'll leave this down here. All right, let's do that. I'm just going to put this down first. Now, let's put this down first. No, I can't, there's no comments at all. For those that are thinking I don't talk, I can talk. I can talk, y'all. But there's like no one to talk to. I think that will hold. So anyway, so far, yeah, I think I'm gonna add this. Let me go ahead and add this on here. This little lace. We'll get that started there, and then we'll come in here. I'll trim that if we need to. Oh, we'll just, you know what? We'll just glue it around. We'll just glue it. I like that lace. Like I said, I think I got this from who likes girls? I don't know about Whatnot and me. Anyway, you know, you can find so many neat. I go and look for vintage stuff too, like, you know, surfaces that I could use or something. But it'd have to be pretty reasonable. But this lace was reasonable with this lady, and so I bought a bunch of lace from her. So that's what we have so far on our little prayer board. And then, what am I doing on time? Okay. Here's another little envelope, y'all. So, those that are junk journalist fanatics, I found this on Etsy, I think, and anyway, I've had this, and so I took, you can take these little pieces and, you know, put them on like a little tag, and then add it on here, or just whatever. But I did have this set, and so I have used some of this for this project. And this was one of the little envelopes type thing. So I like that on the back, but it's gonna be down. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this little envelope here down there, I think, because I need another little envelope. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Probably should have done, let's see, probably should have done something in here. I could do that. Let me see. Let me see if this will work. I don't really need it to be perfect because it's going to be glued in there, but I'll just use a kit. That's just a junk journal kit, and I'll show you how I use some of it. Okay, let me see part of it to get it in there now because it's already glued down. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I glued it before I decided to do this, but let's just go ahead just to add some color. We're going to add a little bit of color in here. This isn't going to be perfect, but this was kind of an afterthought. I'll just use this Fabri-Tac. This will be okay. Actually, no, I probably should have used that other glue, but let me see if I can get this in here. Just to give it a little color inside. I'll show y'all here in a minute. I'm probably going to add some to the sides there just to make it a little bit more perfect. Because it's not perfect. It is not perfect. Like I said, that's an afterthought. So, just to give it a little color inside right here. Okay. So, we're going to add that on here. And I'm trying to hurry because I want to show y'all some different things I'm going to add on here. So yeah, you can add like all kinds of envelopes, and then you can label them or just whatever you'd like. I'm going to move this. I think this will work right here. Okay, and then right here, we're going to add a bow. Little bow. Let's see, what do we got? I think I'm going to add one right here, and I'm just going to let it loose. Right there. Now, right here, I did make a hole right here. I think you can see that. And, I mean, you can thread something through that or whatever, but after I thought about it, I'm like, no, we're going to do this. Just for sake's time, we're going to put this in here. But yeah, you can thread something through there. I made that hole prematurely, but okay. And then we can put something too. So we're going to put this little, this is a teeny tiny little rose. It came in that packet of buttons. Okay. So far that's what we have. And then I was going to show you that we can, how much time do we have? Okay, I need to kind of speed it up a little bit. So here you can put your little cards in. Now these cards, again, I went to that junk journal kit and we had, you know, a blue, solid blue page. And I just took these little pictures, these little prints, and we're just going to take them and put it on this little cardstock thingy. And then you can write on it. Let's put this one. This one's pretty. And then you can write on it and stick them in these little envelopes right in there. How cute is that? So we want to do that real quick. We have a few minutes, y'all. I'm just adding some glue right here, just so I can hurry up and show you. Hurry up and show y'all, because I have a few little things I want to show y'all before I leave or jump off of here. Okay, so see, you can take that little card, you can do some little writing, you can certainly use the back too if you want to, and then stick it in your little, stick it right here in your little envelopes, right here. Okay, so that came with a whole page, and you just cut these out, and I just glued them on there. Okay, so now I took a little, I showed y'all a while ago, just a little tag, and we did the very same thing. I think I'm going to add that on there. So I've already done one, and I just took pieces of this junk journal kit, just these little, they have different little pieces. I just took these, and here's another one. I just took something like that, and just kind of measured this off and just added just a little paper on there, and then a cute little bow. And then we're going to add that probably right here. But anyway, what we're going to do here, I don't have enough time to show y'all, but right here, got a little mold. It's a LeBlanc mold. So I got this little mold, we painted it, and we're going to add it right here with our Tite Bond. Have a few minutes, y'all. I'm trying to hurry so I can show y'all. We're almost finished though. And we're going to add that right there. Oh, that's probably going to slip. We're going to add that right there to this tag. It looks crooked on the, okay, right there. To the little tag. And then I had these little prayer hands. Can y'all see it? These little prayer hands right here. We're adding that right there in the middle of that mold. That is a Formflex mold or casting that I did. Right there. And so this, I'm just gonna kind of add that right there to that lace right there. We're just gonna add it right there. So, what were we going to do with this up here? So that's what we have so far. So what were we going to do with this right here? I had a, I wanted to put a tassel. So I did add a little pretty pink cross. And I'm going to add this tassel right here. Let's see. Right there. And then we have, I have to have my florals. I have to have those. So this is what this is going to look like. We're going to add a little flower right there and another, well, let's see, right there and right there. I'll get that on there after my live. I'll anchor that flower down. I mean that, yeah, but right here, I was just going to show y'all what that was going to look like. And then we have this cute little bow. Of course, we have to have the sari silk bow. Right there. Okay, I think, anyway, you can keep adding and adding and adding to this, but I think my time is just about up. I'm going to add a little, probably down here, a little cross. But so far, hope nothing falls off. So far, this is what we have. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. My time is up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you get inspired and make you a prayer board. And I want to see them. So if you haven't joined my group, I hope that you do. And I hope that you join my page, Circle Heart Creations. I'd love to have you over there. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to go through all the comments when I get off of here. And I'm so sorry I could not see not a one comment tonight. Love you guys. I will see you next time. And if you want to, I have a Craft Around the Clock's link up above in the description. You can go to that link and it'll take you to the next creator. Bye, y'all. See y'all soon.